Yo, we gotta talk about this, man. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. The royalty and CJ So Cool situation looks like it restarted again, man. It's restarting, and both sides have been dropping all kinds of receipts and all kinds of information. But CJ So Cool just posted this video, which is starting to, I don't know, man. It's starting to make Jalea and Royalty's credibility kind of go down because it clearly shows, some kind of situation going on. This might be like an older video at a different house before, but it's basically Royalty telling her daughter to say CJ So Cool did something that I guess he didn't do, but she's telling her to do it. So I don't know, man. It's just kind of... It's interesting, man. Check this out. We're going to follow up afterwards.
Do it!
Now she's quiet, guys. She just told me to do this, and now she's quiet. That's crazy. I'm doing it. You're not doing nothing. What happened?
What you doing?
What happened?
What you doing?
What happened?
Come on, punch me again. Punch me again.
Punch you again.
Punch me again, yeah. Come on.
Why?
Put your hands on me.
Where did I punch you at?
Come on, you saw it, right, guys?
You saw.
Saw it, right?
Whoa. Oh,
Saw it,
stepping
right,
on my
guys?
hand.
Saw it?
Wait. Let me see you lie too. You saw me hit your mom?
Put your phone on.
Tell the truth. Let me see you tell the truth and lie. Did I hit your mom?
Say yes.
Don't do that to my phone. Say yes. You're telling her what to
Yeah.
say. That's what you've been saying.
You
Okay,
sure did
keep lying.
her.
Let me see. Keep lying.
sure did
no,
her.
look straight at the phone and lie. Don't close your eyes. Don't do the funny
See,
face.
sure
that
did
was
her.
fun.
Don't laugh,
Play
Nisha, because you're lying. If you're not
Shut
lying,
up.
don't laugh.
Shut up.
Actually, I can't laugh all the time.
So I hit your mom and you're
Yes.
laughing. You think it's funny. So where did I hit her at and how did I do it? What did I do?
With your freaking.
With my freaking...
With your
Exactly. I hit your mom, Jalea.
Yes.
This is goofy, right, Jalea? Don't touch you? I'm not touching you. I don't want you in here. I'm begging you guys to get out.
No, we don't gotta go nowhere.
I'm
We
begging you
already
guys to
paid
get
rent.
out.
We already
I'm
paid
asking
rent.
you never paid anything.
We already paid
We
rent.
was in your
You
video.
never paid a bill in your
We already
life.
paid rent.
You never paid
We
a
already
bill
paid
ever.
rent.
You
We
never
already paid rent.
Stop
We already
hitting me,
paid
bro.
rent.
You
I
never
didn't
paid. Stop.
Don't push me.
Yo, that is a crazy video, man. That is a crazy video right there. It's definitely not a good look for Royalty and Jalea, right? Because it's definitely, you see it on video, right? See, it's one thing when you read a screenshot of some messages or something like that, a bunch of text on a screenshot, but it's a whole different game when you got an actual video and you got the mom telling her daughter to say something that's probably not true. All right, telling her to say that CJ So Cool did something which is not true. So it's not a good look at all. But I've seen a bunch of videos, man. They've been posting all this screenshots, I guess, that CJ So Cool posted before. And I came across this one right here. This woman went from saying on video how she wanted to be cool with me a week ago. I wonder how much that man Corey paid her to make this lie up to help boost his views and knock me off the board. Wow. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I wonder how much that man Corey paid her to make this lie up to help boost his views and knock me off the board. Now, he's talking about CJ on 32's, man. So apparently CJ on 32's or allegedly paid Royalty to make this lie up, right? These whole allegations that CJ So Cool did X, Y, and Z to Jalea. Corey apparently paid her. That is crazy. And let's stop with this, man, because I've seen a bunch of, like I said, the drama has restarted again. And I'm seeing all these videos on both sides, right? We're going to react to both sides. I'm going to react to Royalty's side and CJ So Cool side, right? Because they're both releasing content at this point. They're both dropping receipts, videos, all kinds of crazy stuff at this point. So it's getting crazy. But let's stop with this right here, because I've seen a bunch of comments. People are talking about like CJ on 32's didn't start the beef with CJ So Cool. CJ So Cool was the one that started the beef. He was the one talking about CJ on 32's. He was the one getting spicy and messy and all that. And that might be true, but it's not entirely true. It's not entirely true, because if you guys remember, CJ So Cool and Royalty broke up, right? They broke up. And then Royalty decided to get messy, and she went to Texas, right, to link up for her birthday party or whatever party she was having, right? And then she linked up with Bake. She linked up with CJ on 32's, right? CJ on 32's made it seem like he only gave her some water bottles or some kind of bottle or something, right? He offered her some kind of bottles. And then, they had a conversation or something like that. So that was like, some people would like, that's nothing, right? He's cool with Royalty. He's cool with CJ. So cool. He came out, did a video. He said, I'm friends with Royalty. I'm friends with CJ. So cool. But that's what started it. Because it's just weird that your best friend, CJ So Cool, breaks up with his girl. And the next thing you know, his friends are hanging around Royalty. That is weird. I think that's kind of weird. Everybody's different. Some people don't care. But I'm going to be like down the middle. I think that shit was kind of weird. And then try to say that you're friends with Royalty. You would not be friends with Royalty without being friends with CJ So Cool first. CJ So Cool is your primary friend. That person that CJ So Cool had a relationship with could have been anybody. It could have been Lexi. It could have been Maria. It could have been Jasmine, Yasmin. It could have been anybody. All right? So that means your primary friend is CJ So Cool. So to say, oh, well, Royalty's my friend and she made lunch for me or made breakfast or whatever he said Royalty did for him at CJ So Cool's house, that was being messy, right? So I don't know. Some people are like, oh, well, CJ So Cool was the one that started it. I don't think he didn't start it. CJ on 32 started it, trying to be funny, right? Trying to hang around Royalty, trying to pretend like he didn't know what's going on. He knows what's going on, all right? That was kind of like a sneaky backstabbing maneuver, right? So let's just stop at that goofy shit about CJ on 32's, didn't do anything wrong, and CJ So Cool just started airing out his friend CJ on 32's. Now, that little thing he did, that little incident CJ on 32's did by giving her water bottles or whatever he did, right? That's what they said on video. It could have been a lot more to it than that, and then they said they didn't recognize her name on the invitation list. She put Charlene. They know Royalty's real name. Like, just stop with these excuses. But this is just, it goes to show you that it wasn't CJ So Cool. Like, we might say CJ So Cool he's not perfect, right? We know he has flaws. We know Royalty has flaws. But let's just stop with this goofy shit that CJ on 32's was innocent and he didn't do nothing. And CJ So Cool just lashed out on him for no reason at all. That's not what happened. But the fact that he would post whatever bullshit Royalty gave him on social media, on the guy that helped put him on, the guy that put him in motion, the guy that gave him social media clout, that might actually be CJ So Cool might have a point there. CJ on 32's realized that they both at the top together. They reached the top of the pyramid, and CJ on 32's did not like CJ on 32's. CJ on 32's did not like CJ So Cool right beside him. So he was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to kick you off this, off the top floor, and we're going to get Royalty to do it. I don't know, man. Get in the comments section. You think CJ on 32's really thought this way? He was like, CJ So Cool has been the top dog for a while. It's time to get rid of him. Time to, work with Royalty and get rid of this goofy. I don't know, man. I can't sit here and tell you that that's exactly what he was thinking. But to say that CJ So Cool started this whole thing with CJ on 32's is not true. That boy, CJ on 32's, pulled up to the same club. Royalty went there to be messy, and he went even messier, hanging around with her, buying her bottles, knowing that CJ So Cool would know about this and something would spark off. So, I don't know. People be like acting stupid, like, oh, like CJ 32's didn't do anything. He didn't do nothing. And CJ So Cool was the one talking trash. It's like, bro, stop all this capping.